An absolutely glaring issue in Leave the World Behind is xenophobia and racism. I mean, from the second the Scots show up to the house, Amanda is on high alert. Go Power Ranger morphing into a Karen, concerned about her safety, children, accusing them of lying, being the housekeeper, straight up not believing anything they say. This continues with the Spanish woman that Clay meets on the road, and even the flyers falling from the sky, saying that they are like, Chinese or Korean or something, amongst a bevy of other things. Now, a lot of what I'm going to cover in this section falls into this category, but because this movie is produced by the Obamas, I think it's also reframing things to fit the 1619 Project from the New York Times, in that it's reframing the country's history by placing the consequences of slavery and the contributions of Black Americans at the very center of our national narrative. Heck, 1619 comes up a couple times in the movie, specifically the radio station that's in Clay's car. But things unravel far more than just this number reference. The Stanford's vacation in Point Comfort, which is where the first documented Africans were brought via an English privateer ship called the White Lion in the year of 1619. The beach that they go to is Charleston Harbor, where Clay says that it's like one of New York's natural harbors, but in reality, this was a major port of entry for slave ships transporting slaves from West Africa. Later, Clay drives by Taney Farms, a reference to Chief Justice Roger B. Taney, who penned the majority opinion in the Dred Scott case, which declared that Black people could not be U.S. citizens. So you can see that all of these rich white folk are completely oblivious to the historical references all around them, but then relish in the Black music, art, and culture that they've created since, with almost all of the music needle drops being from Black artists. There's even the scene of Ruth vaping, but we see all of these historical Black photos hidden away in a room, as it's showing that this part of history is wanting to be forgotten, but the people it affects will never forget. This xenophobia goes further, with Danny being the stereotypical Southern ignorant racist American with a cowboy's hat, American flag proudly displayed, and him just lumping together any East Asian country together like they are all one in the same. A subtle thing is Archie knowing what the red flyers say, probably because of a video game most likely being like a Call of Duty-like game where entertainment is drawn from the harm of different races or cultures. In the Thorns bunker, they have wall art of Fremont petroglyphs, their culture being one of the first to inhabit the Utah area roughly like 700 to 2,000 years ago. Most of the food in the pantry has racially offensive logos and brands like Aunt Jemima, Indian Head Cornmeal, Uncle Ben's Rice, Injun Orange Drink, amongst a few others. And lastly, the most bonkers hidden example is the QR code that is barely seen on the cyber attack map. When scanned, it takes you to a landing page for the Lake Shawnee Abandoned Amusement Park, which states, a Native American burial ground. Violent deaths, freak accidents. Who knew a simple amusement park could have such a dark past? As one of the accounts listed is called the Clay Incident, settlers attacked and murdered Native American tribes, and one of the characters in this movie just so happens to be named Clay. So I think that all of these hidden things, including Exit 76, potentially referencing 1776 when the United States became an independent country, is showcasing how America was built. Rather than the glossy, shiny story in the history books, it's instead touching on the atrocities that were committed to build America. Anyway, that is way too much on a movie that's about Tesla's malfunctioning and the US reverting back to the wild, wild west. So what did you think? What did you like? What any sort of theories or meaning or small things that you picked up that we maybe missed in this obnoxiously long breakdown of the movie? Drop everything in the comments below, and please subscribe. It really helps out the channel and motivates me to make more videos like this. And if you haven't, check out all of my other social media accounts, TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, and new Retro Rewind trailer in the description. So enjoy your day, week, and we'll see you then. Bye-bye, everyone.